It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield now from the 50. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free. It's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time, and leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, that's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Hubbard going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. On the give, this is Hubbard. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 18. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
On target to his man, Likely.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run once more with Edwards. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Jackson going to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right back to Hubbard.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 9.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, Mayfield. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
And now here come the Ravens. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The drive will start with an option going left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And they run with Edwards off the option.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Again, it's Edwards.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Jackson now. He'll just get rid of it.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
Connection made with Chenault.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Second down at 7. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down.
Mayfield. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
from 21 yards away.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll start the drive with Drake, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll go option to the short side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
That'll bring up second down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson throwing out left and finding Likely.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And some space here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. flip, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a draw play with Drake, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, go right.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. To throw is Jackson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. Oh, good move. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mayfield. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards there for number 15.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Drake. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the
tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give for Edwards running right, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game, and if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. Now Jackson. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Mayfield on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Mayfield now.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson. That one complete to Prochet.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll drop that down to Hubbard, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Hubbard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a dump off here complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Jackson to throw.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson, 55 yards.
And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 7. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Baker.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Pass complete. Thomas.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Mayfield. That's into the hands of Marshall. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield to throw. Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.